I thought it would be fun to share with you guys some of the perfumes, body care, body mist, any of the smell good stuff that I've picked up recently. So a little haul for you guys. I know the Sephora sale is going on and I already did place my order, which I'm glad because the freaking site has been down and kind of spotty, but really all that's to say there will be a Sephora haul. This is all stuff from before then. So I hope you guys will enjoy. Just wanted to share it, let you know what I think about some of this stuff, or just let you know what's kind of coming in, what's caught my eye, I guess, in these different categories. So I'm going to start with perfumes first because I actually have quite a few perfumes here. One that I was really excited to add to my collection. This is more of a collector's piece than it is for entirely the scent. I know that sounds kind of ridiculous, but it's true. This is from Durga. It's one of the studio juices, which they release kind of randomly, either for different seasons. They're more limited in quantity, and this is Salem Gothic. This is the Halloween studio juice for 2023. I actually got the one last year, Sexy Viking, and it has just such cool details to the packaging and everything like that. There's actually a Durga boutique now here in LA. Well, it's technically in Venice, I believe, but I ordered it through them, and something that can be really nice about actually going to a boutique or being in contact with a boutique is you get fun little extras and all of that. Just like really great customer service. I mean, these perfumes are not cheap, and I feel like they really, I don't know, take care of their customers. So I really appreciated their customer service, but this is what the bottle looks like. It is like the Durga packaging, but then it has a more spooky little label on it, which I think is so cute. This is the story on this fragrance. It says, freak out in colonial haunts of many gables. Frosty violet and lichen in the old cemetery. Magic hazelwood, a faint nautical whiff enchants. Basically, this is supposed to evoke you being in like the cemetery, hanging out with your friends, kind of also getting some whiffs of the sea air. It's specific, okay? And I was a little nervous, but I also was like, I want to get it. I'm definitely getting that violet that's in here, like a purple floral, but undoubtedly I'm also getting a lot of like musty, dank cellar, musty, dank wood. Like there is something going on. I don't know if it's moss, I don't know if it's mold, but there is something growing in this basement. I almost get something kind of candied along with the violet that's in here, like almost a candied violet along with that mossy kind of earthiness that's coming from the scent. Very interesting. It's definitely powdery. The notes in here, snow on violet, baby's breath, cold ocean. There's lily, witch hazel, amber, sandalwood. So I don't know how much this is like a personal scent favorite for me, but it sure is an olfactive journey. And despite all that, I am excited to add it to my collection. Again, like I said, this is more of a collector's piece. I kind of love the little spooky thing, and I have a feeling I'll be looking out for the Halloween Studio Juice 2024. Let me know if you picked this up, if you're into these releases, what you think of this scent, because it's definitely a little bit different. Definitely feels Durga and is not a safe blind buy. Definitely one you want to smell if you were interested and you're buying it to really wear and to use in that way, like a normal perfume. Definitely get your nose on this before just blind buying. All right, there are a lot of perfumes I feel like in here, and most of them I have purchased. I'll let you know which ones were sent to me, but I'm gonna open this one with you guys. It just came from Joma Shop. They were doing 40% off Parfums de Marly, so I got this one on a very good deal and I couldn't pass it up. Normally I probably would have waited until springtime, since this is Delina La Rosé. This is the only Delina I have, and I've been thinking about adding it to my collection for a while now, and with the sale, this was just such a great price. I did post about this, so for any of you guys who picked something up, I hope that you could take advantage of it. I'll let you know whenever Joma Shop does like another sale like that. Let's get that first spray. Oh. Okay. Sometimes, you know, roses, florals, they're not always my go-to scent, but something about this, it's so fresh. I do get the rose, but it has the tiniest bit of sweetness. It's not too bitter. It's not too floral to me. There's something kind of musky going on, airy, light. It just feels like a rosy version, almost of Valleja. Like I love Valleja so much. I've been wearing that so much. And this was definitely the right, I feel like, next step for a new Parfums de Marly in my collection. This has the Delina lychee, but it also has some watery notes. Again, there's that musk in the base. It has something woody going on too, which I think makes me really like this rose scent specifically. And there's also peony, so that's another kind of like watery floral, and I just think it's a beautiful, girly, yet not too floral and feminine and like powdery rose scent, and I love it. The bottle is also stunning. Like, I I feel like it matches my eye look today. I just am really happy to have this in my collection and beyond excited that I got to pay, I want to say, let me look up what I paid for this. I think specifically Joma Shop usually sells this for $336 and I got it for $184, which was amazing. I love a discount, you know what I mean? So very, very happy with this. All right, where to next? I think this one is one of my older ones. So you've seen this, I mentioned this in my fall video, and this is Byredo's Vanille Antique. I decided to add this to my collection this year for fall specifically. And this is a very woody vanilla scent. I get a lot of the woods. I get a lot of like amber on this one as well. Something kind of boozy going on. There's a plum note in here that adds a little bit of sweetness also, and I think adds to that booziness that I'm smelling. I love how dry the woods are in here, and then it's a very sweet vanilla. It's not necessarily creamy, like it's not a creamy woody vanilla like that. It's more sweet and almost ambery in that way, like almost sticky sweet. Again, not creamy. It's not dense like that, but I really love it. It also has almost like a muskiness to it as you wear it on the skin, and I'm just really happy to have this in my collection now. It really grew on me over time. Definitely want to check out if you're into a woody vanilla. I know this is very expensive though. Also really love Cellier from this more, the dark juices from Byredo. I believe it's called the Nightshades line. I really like that one too if you want to try a leather scent, but I feel like the leather in that's so smooth and so nice. But anyway, that's not this scent. This is Vanille Antique. Definitely a nice woody vanilla to check out if you were looking for that kind of scent profile. All right, a delicious scent, and I mentioned this in my Sephora video recommending perfumes at Sephora. So if you're watching this like really close to when this is being posted, it might be a good time to pick this up during the sale, but I have been loving Jo Malone Ginger Biscuit. It did have that really cute kind of bow that was on here, but I kept spraying the freaking bow with the perfume and I'm like, I'm wasting this precious juice, okay? Like, take it off. Even though it's cute decor, I had to get rid of it. I had to go, you know, you did that thing. Anyway, for the scent on this, okay, Jo Malone is coming through with a gourmand. It's gingerbread, and it's like a realistic ginger kind of note. It has a little bit of that spice to it, but it's not too sharp. Some ginger notes are very sharp, and I don't necessarily love them, but it's so nice in here. It has this really beautiful creaminess, but it's also kind of showery or shampoo-y in there as well. So if you like some of the philosophy scents, this is what I mentioned in that video, but I really do feel like this has somehow a fresh and light quality while still being a foodie gourmand, and I think that's something really special. I love a dense, very foodie, realistic, like photorealistic gourmand, but I love that this is realistic in a lot of ways. It really does smell like a ginger cookie, a ginger biscuit, but it also has something soft and kind of clean smelling, and it's almost like a skin scent also. So I love this. I really think it's one to check out. Even if you're not the most into foodie scents, you could still like this, especially if you like vanillas and whatnot. I mean, the notes in here are all amazing. There's caramel, vanilla, hazelnut, ginger, cinnamon, tonka bean, and nutmeg, but I will say I was a little nervous. I wanted to smell this in person before I just blind bought it or bought it because of FOMO, because I was nervous Jo Malone wasn't gonna deliver, you know what I mean? But what I love is that it is that foodie scent that I want, but it's still done in a unique way. I also compared this to Clean Reserve Skin in that Sephora video, and again, if you like that scent, this might be one to check out. I really do feel like this is the holiday gingerbread version of that scent, like that type of scent. Again, they don't smell similar, they're just doing sweet in a similar way to me. So I would definitely check out Ginger Biscuit. All right, next I'm going to talk about two fragrances. These were sent to me from Twisted Lily. I'm an affiliate with them. I have a coupon code with them. If you ever want to buy anything from the site, whether it's perfumes, they also do great samples for all their niche perfumes, and that can be a more affordable way to try out some of those expensive scents. So first here, this is one I requested specifically. It literally has nothing to do with fall season, but I have Vanille Blackberry on my list because I got a sample of this through one of the olfactif boxes. And I don't know, it just hit right in that box. It gave me kind of a cotton candy type of smell, which I was so into. You know me, I love cotton candy. And that's what I get. The blackberry in here is nice and tart, and I feel like it cuts the sweetness of the vanilla. You know, comme Tour said Pacifique, their stuff can be very sweet, very sugary, sometimes a little too much, and like a little, in my nose, or to me anyway, unbalanced, because I just want a little bit of salt or something grounding it, or, you know, to pull it back from the edge of just absolute sweetness. But I really really feel like the way the blackberry's done with the vanilla is so good, and it keeps it kind of airy, kind of fresh, very sugared, but in a way, again, that I don't feel like is too much. And if you're looking for something kind of cotton candy-esque, I would check this baby out. I'm very happy with this fragrance. I know they do the vanillas and the creamy scents, the coconut, the fig, all that. And I was definitely sleeping on this scent, so I was so glad to get a sample and now have it in my collection. The other scent sent to me from Twisted Lily, this is from Andrea Mack, and it's called Supernova. I've never tried anything from this brand before. It's made in Iceland, and the bottle's very interesting. It's kind of asymmetrical here, so it has like this kind of cut out, and this is, I think, the newest perfume from the line. The notes on this were definitely a little bit stronger, but I was like, okay, let's see if I like it, and I do like it. It's not my everyday profile. It kind of reminds me, honestly, when I'm smelling it right now, it's probably not exact, but if you like something like Billie Eilish 2.0, this might be in your wheelhouse to smell, or might be something for you. But I also know that's not a scent for everyone, for sure. This is very unisex. I want to say there's like oud and leather, like a lot of heavier notes. It's definitely a woody oud kind of fragrance. So it has cardamom, cinnamon, saffron, lavenders in here. There's vetiver, leather, and oud in the base. There's also some cedar wood, and you know, I love a woody scent. I love a unisex scent, and so I do like this scent. I would wear this scent. It's just not an everyday scent for me, for sure. Definitely something geared a little bit more toward the fall, and I do think it has a masculine edge on it. It gives off a little bit of a cologniness. I'm wondering if some of that's coming from the lavender even in here, but I do feel like it's balanced, even with the oud, even with the leather. I don't feel like it's overboard. I don't think it's too heavy. Again, think Eilish 2.0, but I feel like this is a little more refined, and I do feel like you can smell those leathery touches. You can smell that oud a little bit in here, but it's not stinky and it's not too scratchy or abrasive. It's nice and smooth still. The inspiration on this was like a supernova, so it was supposed to be a visual explosion in space. I don't know if I get that. I don't feel like I personally think of oudy and woody notes for space, but nonetheless, if you're looking for a woody fragrance, this might be one to check out, but it's not going to be for everyone. And if you're one of my vanilla gourmand lovers, I don't know, again, if this is going to be perfect for you, but I do think it would be nice to mix with a vanilla. I might try that just to soften it a little bit, because really I've been on such a sweet and vanilla and like foodie kick lately. Like, I can't stop, guys. I really can't stop. But those are the fragrances I got to try from Twisted Lily this month. All right, a vanilla scent that I was excited to get. This is from Dolce & Gabbana, and I was smelling this in store. I was like at Macy's, and they were, you know, trying to spray this on me. You know how they get. And I was like, okay, I actually really like this, but I love the bottle of it. And I was trying to find it online, trying to find it, you know, on Fragrantica even, trying to get those notes in for a long time. It wasn't up there, but I saw it on Joma Shop for a discount. So I bought this before it was even at Sephora, all these places, even I feel like on Macy's. I'm like, I can't even find this on your own website, but I could buy it in store. Anyway, this is like a vanilla and candied lemon kind of scent. I really do like this. The more and the longer I have it, the more it is growing on me. I feel like the bottle really convinced me initially, and I like the scent enough, but now that I have this more and more, it really is growing on me. There's also some orange blossom in there, so you do get some of those white florals, but I feel like they're not too much. Everything in here is really rounded, soft. There's something really comforting about this. It almost reminds me of something almondy as well. The lemon that's in here is definitely prominent. It gives it like an airiness, it gives it a brightness, but it is not too astringent or I feel like sharp, I guess. It really does feel candied and kind of sugared. There's also a note of panna cotta and also rum in this scent, so it's one to try out. Again, it was in my Sephora video. I'm sorry if I'm repeating too much, but this is definitely a newer one to my collection. I do think I'm gonna wear this a little bit more in the spring and summer personally. Just because that lemon's in here, I feel like it does give it some lift and again, some brightness, but I'm very happy with this one. And I was able to get the 3.4 on Joma Shop for like $100, which was a nice discount, especially from the initial purchase because this is such a new perfume. So I was very happy to save some money even though it's brand new. I forgot to mention that when I bought from Jo Malone, I bought from their website and they had a code going on, which was really nice. Again, sometimes I love buying from like places like Sephora or even Twisted Lily, any of these third-party retailers, Joma Shop, which they're more of like a gray market discounter, whereas Twisted Lily and obviously Sephora aren't like that. But when you buy from the actual websites themselves, I do feel like you just get a different experience. It's definitely a little bit more luxurious and pretty nice. And they had a pretty good code going on. So I was able to get a couple mini perfumes as well as some other samples. So just something to consider if you're not even saving that much, depending on where you're shopping or when you're buying something, it sometimes can be nice to have those little touches at the brands, because I forgot to mention that, oh my gosh, what the heck, what's wrong with me? From Durga, they put in a auto fragrance. This is like one of those old school car hangers, which is kind of fun. And that's in the scent Concrete After Lightning, which I really do like. They have a candle in that also. And then they did ship it out kind of late. There was like a delay in the shipment. So they also just put in an extra in here, which is the Big City Jams. And it's a bunch of different scents from them, which these are actually pretty pricey from Durga. Their sample sets are not cheap. So I thought that was just, again, a really nice touch. But the extras I got with Jo Malone, I got a 9ml mini of the Red Roses cologne, which if you want a rose scent, that is what this is. This literally is straight up roses, baby. Whew, yeah. There's something a little powdery, almost a little spicy to this rose scent, but again, it's straight up rose petals. It smells like roses. If that is your thing, you gotta try this one out. I don't hate this, but it's a little powdery and not a rose scent I would want a full bottle of for sure. I feel like Delina La Rosé is definitely way more my speed. Again, it has that brightness, it has something watery, it has the woods, it has the musk, it has all these other notes I feel like in it to kind of complement the rose. That's definitely there, but it's not this, you know, it's not like straight up roses. So happy to be able to try it out though, don't get me wrong. And then the other 9ml I was able to get with the code was Orange Bitters, which I love that scent. I actually have that bottle already, so I gave my mom the mini to have. I love Orange Bitters. It is so good. It's such a great holiday scent. There's something a little cologne-y going on with it, but it's a beautiful one. Definitely one to check out, I think. Like, I love that scent. So I just thought I would point that out and also give the tip if you like those little extras, especially from a specific house maybe. It can be nice to visit the actual like boutique stores. I know they are really nice, usually give you samples. They can let you know more about the brand. I really love that experience, but also just the online experience can also have those little extras and goodies too. All right, the next couple of fragrances were also sent to me. This one here from Jones Road, this was PR. This is called, I believe, Shower. Yeah, it's the Shower perfume, and my goodness, this is one of the most clean and soapy scents I've ever smelled. Yeah. I also could get something like, you know, very clean air by the beach, maybe. There's something, maybe there's some neroli in here, but it is just musky and powdery and almost like powdered detergent in a way. Like it's that soapy, it's that fresh. So if your profile is that, it's soapy, it's powdery, it's fresh, you like smelling like very clean, powdered laundry, and this is the one for you. It's a little much for me. I don't really need to smell this clean. Like I want a little bit of sugar on it. I want a little bit of something, a little woods, a little bit of musk without the soapiness. But we all have different preferences. So if you're a soapy girl, if you're a clean girl, like truly clean girl, you know, this might be one to check out. Yeah, I feel like even in the dry, it just gets powderier and powderier. So it's for who it's for sure. Maybe not the most me, but it has perspective. I have a travel size of the Fenty perfume. I do have a sample of this, but I'm happy to have more of a travel size at this point. I don't know if this will be something that I purchased in the full size. I was gifted this from YouTube, which is really cool. But this is a musky, fruity, and floral type of scent. I think this has something a little bit deeper to it, so it makes me feel like it's like a grown woman type of scent, or just it has a sexuality to it. It's not like overtly, I feel like, so sexy, but you know, it just has a strength in it, and I do appreciate that. It's not my, again, normal profile I gravitate to, but I can definitely see why people would like this. There's also something almost like herbally minty or kind of aromatic going on with this as well, almost like how fruity gum still has a mintiness to it. I feel like the kind of muskiness and florals and fruitiness have a little bit of some lift, something kind of minty going on. I want to say there's rose in this, but let me check because I'm picking up rose. I don't know if it's that Red Roses or if that's actually true. No, it's the Fenty. It has rose in it. I definitely picked that up. There's also geranium, which I'm not always a big fan of geranium. I find it adds something kind of spicy and floral, not even in the way I just don't love it. I get it complements, and it's not too bad in this scent, don't get me wrong, but I'm not surprised that I don't love this. I do not know where that kind of mintiness is coming from. There is patchouli in this, and I do smell that, but it's done in the way that if you like Flower Bomb, that has patchouli in it, and it's not too much. I feel like it's nice and balanced with everything everything else and just adds a little bit of depth, adds a little bit of richness to this. So again, not the perfume. I feel like that's my signature scent. I feel like wearing this isn't quite me, but I am glad to have a travel size. Things sometimes just take time to grow on you. Sometimes you just get in a mood and you want something different, and I feel like that's how this might be for me. All right, last two for PR. These were sent to me from Future Society, and this is a new perfume brand, and their whole thing is that they take extinct floral notes and just different plant notes and they put them in a perfume, which is kind of cool. Like, I think that's pretty neat. Definitely that's their spin, that's their angle, that's what makes them different out here in the market. So they sent me two perfumes. These retail for right at the $100 mark, so similar to Skylar, similar to like Ellis Brooklyn, those types of price points. I think my favorite one is Floating Forest, and this one's definitely a little green. I almost get fig vibes from it, but there's also something in here. You know how tomato leaf can smell in scents, or even a bell pepper? It does have a little bit of that going on, but then there's this creamy, almost fig smell and kind of muskiness to it that I really like. Something almost leaning toward milky, I guess, or it's like a milky sap almost, and I kind of like this one. I don't know, it's kind of fresh for me, but again, it has a little bit of that creaminess to kind of balance out the spiciness of what smells like almost tomato leaf or, again, bell pepper. And then as it dries down, it kind of has a wateriness to it and almost has something kind of watermelon rind too. I don't know, it's interesting. Definitely not going to be for everyone, but I do think this is my favorite out of the two that were sent. I'm not sure if I've actually looked up the notes on this, but some of the notes, it says a cooling watery overture is awakened by a pinch of black pepper and vibrant bergamot. It says there's wet stones, earthy woods, salted musk. It's supposed to be fresh and aquatic. I'm assuming the pepper mixed with some of those notes is giving me like the bell pepper kind of smell, like something green and peppery, a little spicy, but again, I kind of like it. There's something to it. I kind of like the idea of this one, so I'll leave links if you want to check it out. I know they have a discovery set. These are not the only two scents that they do, and I'm kind of interested to smell what else they have. I realized I was holding up the other scent, but this is Haunted Rose. And Haunted Rose, again, it's a rose scent, and I'm not the biggest fan. I know I got La Rosé. That is a unique one to me, and again, a unique rose scent that I like. Haunted Rose is described as a spicy floral, and I do agree with that. The rose that's in here has something powdered, but it also, I don't know, it's just a little bit deeper, but not necessarily jammy. It has some sweetness. The notes in here are black pepper, saffron, rose absolute, passion fruit, and Broxton sandalwood. If you like those powdery kind of sexy rose scents, this might be one for you to check out. But this is really not my scent DNA, so I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of this, but Floating Forest has some hope for me for sure. If you've tried any of the scents from Future Society, let me know your take, your thoughts, especially if they're different than the ones I have here, because I am very interested to maybe check out the discovery set. I might pick that up. All right, I think the last perfume here, this is one I purchased from Sphinx. I really wanted to get Horchata de Vanille. They were doing like 25% off, so I was able to save some money. And this, I get a lot of almost cherry from this, also a lot of spice from this. I was expecting a little bit more vanilla, something more creamy, but it is good. I'm excited to have it and just play around with it more. Definitely the season is now on this. The notes on this say cinnamon, vanilla, milk, and rice. And I don't know, I just pick up something a little bit fruity and kind of tangy in there with that. And I'm not getting something that lactonic. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I've heard some good things about this. And again, I definitely want to spend more time with it. I feel like some of that got in the back of my throat. My goodness. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay. But between this and the pistachio scent that they have, I think I prefer that one. I really quite like the pistachio one. It's very dense, again, gourmand, but I think that one has even a little bit more creaminess to me anyway than I'm getting from this scent, at least initially. So those are all the perfumes I picked up. A lot. I know. It's a lot over here. I want to talk about some of the other stuff though, so let's talk body. I do have a few body mists. I was at Target and I was so excited because they have the native sugar cookie, and from my declutter, a lot of you guys are saying that the native sugar cookie scent is one of the best ones. So when I saw it there, I was like, everyone told me I need to pick this one up because, like I mentioned in that video, I did not like the kind of strawberry taffy or whatever it was. But this smells promising. I'm excited to get it in the shower with me. I haven't tried it in the shower yet. So thank you for your suggestions. I appreciate it so much. I'm really excited too because Dove has some holiday stuff coming out, which I just feel like is kind of new for them. And then also, one of you guys let me know that Dr. Teal's is doing some like holiday scrubs. So I've been keeping my eye on. I can't freaking find them anywhere, but I am excited to hopefully find those. Anyway, I think I picked this up from Target. I might have been at Walmart. I can't remember now. It's all getting so confusing. But when I was definitely at Target, I always smell all of the Good Chemistry stuff, the Mix Bar stuff. There's some Pacifica, the Finery, and I decided to get the Good Chemistry Coffee Cloud. This is definitely a cloud dupe from Ariana Grande. Yeah, it's definitely trying to do that, and I think it smells really nice. It has a little bit of that medical, like latexy thing, something light and airy and a little bit sweet. It's not exact, don't get me wrong, but I think it's really nice and refreshing, and I'm surprised I like this because the actual Ariana Grande body mist, like the cloud body mist, I didn't like. I didn't think it smelled nearly as good or even similar in the ways I wanted it to the perfume, just the way it was diluted. So I'm pretty happy with that and excited. I'm also, you know, trying out a few different body mists here. I'm hoping to do potentially a video on those. The other body mists that I have here are from Victoria's Secret, and I don't know why. I just always want to give them hope that they're going to be really good. So I have some different scents. I have Wild Fig and Manuka Honey. I'm a sucker if it says fig in the title. And the fig that's in here is interesting. It's juicy and fruity, but kind of green still, you know, it's not necessarily woody. So it's kind of good. It reminds me, I can't put my finger on what this reminds me of, but I'm trying to see if I can get it. I think actually, I kind of like it. I don't know, if you're into fig, it might be one to check out. It might be one to give a try because it does fig a little bit differently than other figs out there. And I always think that's kind of fun to see fig done in different ways. So that one's fruity and kind of green, but it has the honey. And again, it's a body mist. So it has that going on still. The one that I'm so happy I picked up, and this is kind of why I go back to Victoria's Secret. This is Bare Vanilla Cashmere. I think the Bare Vanilla line from Victoria's Secret really is their top notch. Like, oh, they have some good vanillas, and this one specifically is very nice. This is the type of body mist I want, right? A vanilla, it's cozy, it's soft, it smells sweet, it's not gonna linger too much, it's perfect for nighttime, perfect for just hanging out. And I get that Bare Vanilla DNA in here, which I really love. It's just like such a great middle ground vanilla. If you just get Bare Vanilla, I have Bare Vanilla Untamed, which I really love. It's a little bit, I feel like, creamier. This one is a little bit lighter and almost muskier. It says it has plush patchouli, vanilla orchid, all wrapped up in Bare Vanilla. I don't necessarily get patchouli from this, and I almost get something akin to Bare Vanilla mixed with Mod Vanilla. So I think this smells amazing. Definitely one to check out if you're a vanilla girl. It's lightweight though, so you know, again, it's a body mist. The other vanilla here though, this one I'm not sure I like, from Pink. This is from the Pink line, not just Victoria's Secret. It's called Warm Vanilla, and just know it's not just a regular warm gooey vanilla. It is a shaved cinnamon, pumpkin cream, marshmallow fluff vanilla. It's very foodie. It's given a lot of pumpkin cream, okay? And that pumpkin cream, it smells good, but there's something, I don't know if I want to say savory, but it's definitely giving a little bit too much food and a little too stank. There's just a little too much stank on whether it's the pumpkin cream or the way the cinnamon's, and I don't really know. The way the warmth comes off in here really does smell like a treat, like a baked treat of some sort, but in a way that's a little too almost verging on savory, and again, a little stanky, so I'm not the biggest fan of it. I could see people liking it, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't what I was expecting for sure. So those are my body mists. For a few more shower gels, this one is so good, guys. Definitely check out your TJ Maxx, or yeah, I got mine at TJ Maxx, for the different philosophy scents that come out, but this one's Cinnamon Buns, really, really nice. Oh yeah. This is my shit. This is so good. It really does smell like icing. Has a little bit of that cinnamon going on. And I really love the way that Philosophy does their scents. Like I said, they have a showery quality to them. You still feel clean when you use these scents, okay? You have like this sweet and very gourmand scent, don't get me wrong, but it's still lightweight and you don't feel gross when you get out of the shower. You don't feel gross in the shower. It still has something lightweight and clean about it, and I just love it. So Cinnamon Buns, definitely a winner. So freaking good. I may have bought a backup because I love this one that much. This is so good. This also mixed with the Cinnamon Dolce Tree Hut Scrub. Get out of town. Get out of town. All right, speaking of Tree Hut, I do have a few of the Tree Hut scrubs. I'm not gonna mention all the ones, like there's a lot of new holiday ones, but I do wanna shout out Candy Cane because I didn't know if I'd love this. I thought it would maybe be too pepperminty, too like just too cold and minty and spicy, but it's actually so nice. There's something just slightly softened. I don't know if it's vanilla or what, but it just is really actually great. It's just sweet, peppermint, a little bit of vanilla, and it's not too sharp, and I've really enjoyed it in the shower. So if you're at least open to candy cane, like you gotta want something peppermint, but you were maybe scared it was gonna be too sharp, I would still check it out. Really great. Now the Marshmallow Lodge scent, I don't know how I feel about it. It comes in a 3-pack. This is the only way you can buy it, at least currently. But you know me, Marshmallow Lodge, hell yeah, I want to try Marshmallow Lodge. I was so excited. So this is it, Marshmallow Lodge. The other ones that come in this set are Candy Cane and the Moroccan Rose. I don't really love the rose one, but I'm happy to have the Candy Cane. I haven't used Marshmallow Lodge in the shower yet, so I want to give it that full actual test. But when it comes to straight up smell, just initial, I don't know. I mean, yes, it's marshmallow, but it's not as sweet and fluffy as I thought it was gonna be. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I mean? I thought this was gonna be my new fave though. I thought this was gonna be like #1, but I still love Cinnamon Dolce more. I like Cotton Candy more, so I'm kind of surprised I don't like this one more. I thought they were gonna nail it, but it's just a little bit different than I expected. I'd love to know your thoughts. Have you picked this up? Do you love it? Do you not? I can't wait to get in the shower, don't get me wrong, but just initially different than I thought. All right, last couple of things. I have a couple candles here. I've really been on a candle kick, especially for the holidays. It's just such a great, easy way to like cozy your home up, especially when the weather starts to change. And there's so many great scent memories to make around these scents during the holidays. And again, it just like immediately sets the mood. It really does. I'm not mentioning every candle in this video. I'm gonna do a holiday candle guide because I really just want to tell you what my favorites are from a bunch of different brands, not just Bath & Body Works, but different price points, different scents, all that. I think it'll be so fun, so stay tuned. But this one from Sniff is so good. I'm very, very happy with it. It's the Half-Baked Pumpkin Smash, and you really need to light your candles because when I smelled this on the cold throw, I was like, okay, like, all right, but burning, it started immediately smelling like literally my mom's pumpkin bread, almost like the mix of it. It smelled like the batter. There's something so rich and decadent about it, but it's not overly sweet, and I really love that. It has a nice amount of cinnamon. I really smell almost like a pumpkin puree coming from this, but again, not stinky. It doesn't ever get stinky, and I feel like it really is just great. Like, I love this, and you know, there's so many different pumpkin candles out there, but I really felt like this stood out to me, and I loved how it was simultaneously like decadent and gourmand, but still kind of realistic, but not in a weird way, and I love it. I can't wait to burn this again. I loved every second of burning this, so very, very happy with this. They're coming out with a half-baked gingerbread smash. I'm so excited, or ginger cookie. I don't know. It's a gingerbread one for the holidays though, and I'm very excited for that. I'm probably gonna pick that one up just because I've had such a good experience with the pumpkin one. A candle though, let's leave it off on a negative note. I'm so sorry, but this candle, I just wanted to mention, I don't think you should pick up. This is the Eilish scent candle from Billie Eilish, and I do really like the Eilish perfume, so I was like, oh, how nice, let's burn a candle. I want to see how this is. And you guys, I don't think it's burning super well, so there's that, but I would get over that, don't get me wrong. There's candles that I just love the scent of, and you know, maybe they tunnel a little bit or whatever. I get over it, so that's not a total deal breaker for me personally, but this has no scent throw at all. And so when I first got this, I smelled it, I was like, okay, smells like Eilish. Lit it, literally couldn't smell it, and now I can't even smell it right up next to my nose. Nothing. So pretty disappointed in that, unfortunately. I really wanted this to work nicely. You never know when you're getting candles based off perfumes if they're gonna really smell great or not. Like for a vanilla, I love the Skylar Vanilla Sky candle. It's expensive, but I really feel like that scent throw is there. It's creamy, it's amazing. Like, I love that candle. So I was hopeful this would be good, but I really don't feel like it's worth it because I can't smell it. Just spray Eilish around your room. So yeah, that is my kind of collective haul here. Lots of stuff. I hope you guys just enjoyed hanging out, seeing what's new in my collection, what's caught my eye. If you have any thoughts on this stuff, let me know what you're thinking about it, or if you've picked up anything new, let me know what's caught your eye. And yeah, if you have any suggestions, as always, I love getting your recommendations. Thank you so much for being here, and other than that, I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.